away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
All right, welcome everybody in to South County Storm Co-op against the Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown Co-op. Game starting in about 10 minutes. Before any of that, we have senior night here for the South County Storm. Seniors from Narragansett, NK, and SK. That's North and South Kingston. Tim Duffy, Cam Rancor on the call. Your favorite duo here from the Boss Ice Arena. And Cam, I mean, senior night, what does this mean? You know, especially for these young girls. You had a couple senior nights yourself. And what does this, last home game on your home ice feel like?
It's special, man. You know, you always remember your senior night. It's only one time that you have a senior night home game. For these girls, there seems like there's a lot of these girls. That's at least 10 of them.
Yeah.
I think this is a special game, especially in a game like this. Both teams, I think 1 and 2 in the state right now.
2 and 3.
Conference. But still, very, very huge game here on this Wednesday night. So this is going to be a big game, not only for themselves personally, but I mean, you'll probably have the most family you'll have attending the game all year. A lot of family watching at home. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Sure are, and you know, we have a lot of seniors, 10 on deck, like you mentioned. And gotta get ready and have some fun and celebrate these 10 young ladies. Alright, so first up, the captain, Jade Shabo. One of the most prolific players in the team. Leads the team in goals with 21. Has 17 assists as well. As one of the most prolific players in Rhode Island High School girls hockey. Getting her flowers right now.
Very nice gesture by the South County team, giving flowers to the seniors on the Narragansett Charahoe team. Or not Narragansett, sorry, the Smithfield Charahoe team. It's going to mess me up.
Coventry.
I believe the boys are Narragansett Charahoe, right?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
correct,
it's
correct.
Coventry.
That's Naraho, yeah. Samantha Hahn, another great player on this team. Similar numbers to Shabo, 21 goals as well. 15 assists on the year for her, and one of the alternate captains on this squad. And Nakatra Keegan, great defenseman for this team. Getting the flowers back. She's a junior, but coming on some crutches right now is her older sister.
Cameraman almost just took a tumble there. You see that?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't see that.
Oh, it's just slipped on the ice.
Lily Cushman, the senior from North Kingston, another defense lady on this team. Quick picks, I feel like, Cam. Quick, got a lot of seniors, so got to get these picks done quickly, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty on time for this 6:30 puck drop.
Yeah, kind of love it.
We were here an hour early, so we were ready for this.
Yeah, we were here an hour early. Lily Dicatoldo, the senior from South Kingston, very own here at the Boss Ice Arena. Another celebrated senior. So bit crooked. Meredith Mason, who has 7 wins in net this year. Just 5 foot on the dot. Short. And getting those pictures in.
Quick.
She's had a really good season in
quick
net.
and elusive in the net. Moves side to side very well. We'll see how the rebound control is tonight, but congratulations to her.
I love the little rec specs on her, little goggles too. It looks like me out there.
Yes. Yes.
It's me, not a big contact guy. But now up next, Julia Minichillo. Coming from NK, gets her applause. Now the other goalie, Veronica Sabatino from Narragansett, 5 wins in the net in her own right this year, only 1 loss. And when you have 2 goalies that good, especially on a senior night like tonight, I mean, who do you give the start to?
It's a tough question, man. I think you got to ride the hot hand.
Yeah.
Whoever comes into this game with the better recent performance. If we were talking soccer, you could say whoever is in form.
Yeah.
Like
who's in the best form for this one? It's going to be a big game for South County Storm and Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown co-op team. As South County half a game behind Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown. An overtime loss separating the 2 of them, both 9-2-2 on the year. But Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown able to get those final 2, both being ties. So carpet will come out. That wraps up senior night. What a little crowd we got going for the South County Storm here this evening. We'll be right back for some game time action here on Fans Only Sports Network as the fight for sole place of number 2 coming up next.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across.
All right, 15 minutes on the clock. This is a huge Division One, or it's just one division around high school girls hockey, but huge league matchup. We have half a game lead for Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown over the South County Storm. And the SCS trying to climb atop the Saints. It's the first of 2 matchups between these 2 teams this week. They play again Friday in Smithfield. So this is going to be a huge game for seeding and implications for the playoffs. No home ice advantage in the semifinal round, which is where these teams would meet if they end up playing there, because it's a neutral location.
Interesting.
You know, that's the new RIIL rules this year. Neutral locations after the first round. So it all comes down to this: who can have a shinier standing to end the regular season, along with Friday's game as well. But Cam, you know, this is about as best of a Rhode Island high school girls hockey game that we're going to see all year. You know, 2 9-win teams, just identical records, and their first matchup of the year. What kind of intensity do you think is going to come out here tonight between the 2 squads?
I'm kind of curious just what's going on right now. They're kind of just all looking at the ref. But there's definitely 2 different strategies for both teams. South County, you're the home team on your senior night. You want to come in, establish your game early, make sure you're getting pucks in deep. Just throwing shots on net, testing this goalie, see how it is. Not their usual crease. Maybe they're a little bit uncomfortable in this building. So you want to make sure you're testing the goalie early. And then if you're the Smithfield Coventry team, just throwing shots on net, coming here and taking over this game in their building on their senior night. An early goal is definitely going to give you a lot of momentum and kind of shock the South County Storm, seeing as they're a dominant team.
And
we'll
both
see if they can establish their game.
And both these teams going to have a senior night against the other one, with Smithfield ending the regular season with their senior night against the South County Storm. And, you know, maybe we'll see a couple spoilers on the road. Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown at first. This one's sent in there by Ursillo, and taken the other way now by Shabo, who lost the puck. Collected by O'Connor for a sec, but big hit right there from the captain, Shabo, who's the first senior to be honored tonight on senior night. Loose puck, as it's Juliana Bucci trying to get it. She couldn't. Virginia Osgood lost it as well. Down on the other side, it's Ashley Brousseau, a fight for it with Emily Gregor. And both teams trying to possess the puck. Way on this one, and I'll never understand the lack of seeing the camera.
You should have seen the Prout Crusader this morning.
Were there a lot of Prout fans?
No, the big mascot was here at 8 a.m.
No way.
with his big noggin in the way of Ron's shots. Ron was not very happy.
Second game that Cam's done today at the Boss Ice Arena. Maybe a fans-only record for longest drought between games in a single day, or longest time period between games in a single day. As South County now in the zone, trying to get in there for Abrams. But it was poked away nicely by Sadiva. This one going to go back into the Smithfield zone as it's Faria trying to get it out of there and get by McCarthy. Ahead with it now, Regal. Not Regal, it was Pompaselli, who has 7 goals on the season, 3rd on the team, and that is the first icing of the game, and a couple of Storm players running into each other right there.
No, it's not icing.
Not icing?
Too many men.
Too many men, really? Or
Too many women.
In this case, women. It is 2023. Stay woke.
Yeah, it is going to be too many women on the ice. Wasn't icing till we didn't go all the way down and past the goal line, but we're going to see this Smithfield Coventry power play to start this game. The South County Storm coming in this one with a 89.3 penalty kill percentage, but obviously they don't face a team like Smithfield Coventry every day. So we will see how the South County Storm are going to respond here on the penalty kill early in this one on senior night.
As it's Mackenzie McCarthy entering the box first. That first shot of the game on net taken by Brousseau is saved. And that second shot is going to be saved again. All right, that's going to hit the side of the post. Stays with Smithfield Coventry. I accidentally kicked my mic out. I think I'm back. There's Brousseau trying to get to the slot and winds up losing the puck. And this one's going right back to Avedisian, who scored 2 goals all year. One of them was against Smithfield Coventry in their first game, and It's a good shot playing it back into the Smithfield zone. 45 seconds into the power play. Brousseau, nice cross-size pass over to Regal. Regal wants it. That is a little bit wide. As Mason, we mentioned before the game who's going to get the start time between these two great goalies, and Mason does. And that's another great save from Mason, taken and poked away. Brousseau took the shot. Charging through was Goff, sister of Nate Goff, great player for Smithfield. And SCM really starting to find their rhythm. Here's a chance, a shot, too tall by Goff, who leads the team with 16 goals on the year. By a wide margin, no one else has more than 8. She gets it back here, Goff. Got saved again, second chance for Brousseau. In traffic, Goff will recollect. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Nice feed to Goff, another great save from Mason, who hung in tall. As Goff couldn't find the corner, and Mason stayed net just 60 inches on the dot, making a great save.
And Mason looked real sharp there on the penalty kill, definitely bailing out the penalty killers a couple of times. But so far, Meredith Mason on her senior night starting this one out very strong in the net for the Storm.
And you mentioned that 89% penalty kill percentage that South County has. That one's taken away. These South County's look a lot like the URI jerseys. Kind of tripping me out. I thought that was Weichel Bomber for a second, number 14.
I do like that jersey. They get a chance here.
Here's a chance. On the other end, it's Mackenzie McCarthy, who has a good little shot. And that one too tall, it hits the netting. But another penalty kill by the South County Storm. McCarthy had a great chance on the break. Stayed onside as well and could not punch it in. She's upset with herself coming onto the bench. Just a pristine chance right there.
Yeah, that was a great tip out to see McCarthy out there kind of all by herself, fresh out of coming out of the box, but it was a good chance for the Storm early in this one after the penalty kill.
Got cheeky right out of the box like you said. Here's Shabo. Try to squeeze it in there for Osgood, but taken away by SCM for a moment. Instead, we'll get it back. It's Samantha Hahn, who has 36 points in the year. Trying another assist here, a shot, and that one's too tall for Shabo. Over the netting, over the goal, excuse me. Bouard. Try to get that one in the zone, but taken away by Brousseau, or not Brousseau, by Faria. And a fight for the puck. It's been loose a lot this game. 4 shots on goal for Smithfield Coventry. Moses Brown and 1 for SCM. Trying another one here, trying to slice through. Great feed and a shot that gets saved. Still alive and poked away. As it was Abrams who had another great look twice. Off the skate, up in the air. Abrams has a chance to poke it in. Second chance, Abrams couldn't get it, and neither could Juliana Bucci.
Great save there.
3 great saves right there for Enos. Abby Enos, the sophomore, getting the start in net tonight. It's been spectacular all year. Here's a great chance for Goff, and she scores the first goal of the game. And Smithfield Coventry, Moses Brown leads it 1-0 as Goff with her 17th goal of the year.
That's just a great pass out front. Goff all alone in that low slot area. She just rifles it on net, beats the 5-hole of Mason, and it's going to give the Smithfield County Storm this early 1-0 lead here on the road, kind of establishing their game and almost taking the crowd out of this one. And all the momentum away from the Storm.
Kira Goff putting that Goff hockey family gene to use, getting the first goal of the game, getting that 5-hole. And just like that, SCM leading it on the road 1-0 in a very pivotal matchup. It's actually their second matchup of the year. Excuse me. I mentioned earlier it was the first, but 2 matchups on the year. The first one was a 1-1 tie. Very atypical of these two teams who have combined for over 160 goals on the year, over 130 in league play, and was each of their lowest scoring outputs of the season. As Goff, who scored in the first matchup between the two teams, scores the first goal of the game here. As that first game played 2 months ago, almost on the dot, December 23rd. Now a chance in the zone for South County couldn't squeeze it in there for Osgood, the junior from North Kingston. As this one pinballs around, here's a good chance. Osgood has Abrams open. Abrams, tough angle. Her shot gets saved again from Enos. And she had to lunge for that a little bit, but they couldn't get the proper angle to punch it home. Faria trying to get it out of there for Smithfield Coventry. Instead, it will pinball over to Lauren Falls. Up ahead, trying to get it up to Stilly, but not before Duarte get there first on the other end. It's Osgood losing it. Seeing a lot of that today, a lot of loose pucks on the ice, but each team still with 5 shots on net. I mean, it hasn't been short of any offense really so far in this one.
Yeah, the early penalty, obviously the too many women call on the ice for the Storm definitely did not help their momentum to start this game, and they tried to bounce back, but Smithfield definitely kept the offensive pressure on, and it led to the eventual Goff goal that has now put them in the lead so far, almost halfway through this first period.
We had 4 shots on that power play. The one shot that wasn't was a score for Kira Goff for Smithfield Coventry Moses. This one trying to get up in the zone, but no one home, and the first one there is Katja Keegan, who takes a hit along the boards. Fight for it here. Trying to keep it alive is Smithfield Coventry. Moses caught up in the air and taken away by Bucci, who turns it back over. Instead, goes to Katja Keegan. Gregor trying to get it off the wall and take herself off the ice is Bucci, who the pass was intended for. And now SCM will reset. And the first icing of the game will be against SCM. 6:52 to go in this opening period.
No true scoring chances so far early in this one. You kind of want to look to your seniors, as it is their senior night. Want them to lead by example. I mean, this is a high-power offense. They average 6.8 goals per game, and to be held almost shut out through this halfway through this first period, it's definitely, it's a tough task.
Sure is. And this is a team, South County. You know, they've scored 5 or more goals in 8 games this year. They've won all of them. With 107 totals across league and non-league play this year, that's 16 total games. Do the math. That's over 6 a game. Almost 7 a game. Like you just mentioned, Cam.
6.8.
6.8.
Giving up only 1.8 goals.
Here's another shot, almost. Then this is a SCM team that is coming to Boston to really give the South County Storm their first contest in quite a while. I mean, they've been cruising. They've won their last 4 games by a combined score of 31-4. Here's a shot from Goff. That one's too tall. Goff, I mean, she can shoot, huh? And gets it back here behind the net.
Yeah, we saw that earlier on the goal. Just ripping it 5-hole. Mason really had no chance on it. And she's trying to let it fly right there, beating it over the glove side. She probably would have had it, too, if she got it on net.
Almost had a chance. Faria puts in the traffic and taken away, but right back to SCM. That shot a little bit wide for Falls. And a lot of bodies flying.
Going to be an interference penalty here on SCM. It's going to send the South County Storm to the power play. Not sure which player it was, but she was battling along the wall. Kind of just gets tripped up by the SCM player, and it's going to put them on the woman advantage.
Mabozo, I've had to start the clock back up again. But, like you said, woman advantage. Great thing I have you in the box with me. Cameron Court, like you mentioned earlier, you know, on your first game, reffing last night, up here till 1 a.m. doing some intramural hockey. So that's why we have referee Cam on the color today. Great ass of the fans-only team. And the first power play of the game for South County, who's converting on 29% of these this season.
Definitely a very high clip.
Very high.
The NHL average is probably around 25 to low 20%. So
there's a shot, almost had it for Hahn, and Osgood was not in the right spot for the rebound, but she gets it back here. Not going to be without a test from Ursillo. Tries to get it away. 30 seconds into the power play. Osgood has a chance. Got saved and still alive in front of the net. Kent couldn't get it in as it's saved again by Abby Enos.
Yeah, how about we give a quick shout out to Tom McCarthy and this coaching staff for the South County Storm. All of them in their first season this year, turning this roster to a total of a 12-2-1-1 record this year. Definitely very important. Tom McCarthy, the West Point graduate, gave me this beautiful game sheet. I wonder if they give this out before the games. He should.
Yeah, they sure should.
Pronunciation sheet I've ever had, Tim.
I know. We have a lot of pronunciations at the bottom. I was looking at it earlier. Oh, here's a chance for a short-handed goal here for Stilley. Stilley has a chance, and it got saved. Maybe a little bit wide as well, but I think basically got a piece of it. But back to what you were saying, I mean, Coach McCarthy, great guy. We were in touch earlier, touched some base. Gave me the rosters. Told us thanks for coming out. Very thankful guy in his first season with this South County Storm team. That's wish nothing but the best for him. As Gregor trying to get there first. Couldn't. She has it again, trying to get it the top to McCarthy. Gregor. And taken away by O'Connor. And the traffic, Stilley. 15 seconds away from a penalty killed for SCM, who gets that one out. Back into the South County Storm zone, and as 2 power plays in this first period and 2 survivals by each of these respective defenses.
Yeah, just about 3 minutes to go here in this first period. Kind of looking for the Storm to get a little more aggressive, try to tie this one up before the end of the first period. Never want to finish the first 15 down a goal. But if you're the SCM co-op, you're looking to definitely take that 2-goal advantage, add a little insurance to that lead. If you can come out and win that first period by 2 goals, you're going to carry a lot of momentum into that second period.
Still a 1-0 game, but like you said, try to get extra momentum, especially when you're trying to spoil a senior night like SCM is tonight. With some momentum already, but that 2-0 lead, I mean, arguably the most dangerous lead in hockey, but after the first period, it's got to feel good. See if they can do it here. They've only had 1 shot on net since the Kirigov goal. Well, let's see with the power play they just let up. Here's a chance, a shot, and another great save from Enos. As it was Hahn, they're ripping it again, trying to get her 22nd goal of the season, which would have taken the team lead. But girls hockey, they're really quick to get into that face-off.
This is a great face-off there. Won the draw just back, got the high circle shot. Just tried to go 5-hole with it, but it was a good job by the SMC goalie to tie that one up and not let up a rebound. It was great rebound control on the play as well.
As I almost said URI, as South County trying to keep it with themselves in the offensive zone. Osgood trying to get after it, but not before Megan Falls can get there first. Great defense lady for his SCM team. 3 goals, 6 assists on the season. Here's Hahn. Off the wall, and Osgood fighting for it along the boards, and another whistle blows here with 2:03 to go in the first period. As the one went out of bounds, out of play on the SCM bench. Finally caught back up with the time now. I was scared I wouldn't be able to catch up to it. Not too many stoppages of clock in the first period, but a couple in the last few minutes.
That's
as Bucci will get tripped up.
Textbook trip right there.
And it will be the second South County Storm power play entering the sin bin. Right there is Lauren Falls.
That was
the senior defense lady.
Skate trip. Just missed the puck.
Yeah.
But we get a chance. South County's going to get an opportunity here to tie things up before the end of this first period. Try to carry something to the second.
Here's a shot. Oh, nice job setting it away by the duo of Ursillo and O'Connor. Now goes back into the South County Storm. So here's a chance for a short-handed goal and a hit from behind the back. That looks to be the penalty. on Shabo, who's already walking over the box. As she gets Kaylin O'Connor from behind, and it will be some 4-on-4 puck for possibly and likely the last 95 seconds of this first period.
That's a penalty kill. That's a vibe kill, you could say.
Yeah. Just 20 seconds into the power play for South County. They give it right back.
A little bit of issue with the scoreboard. Can't get the penalty on in time, just like you said earlier. Trying to get the quick puck drop on the ice, but...
Yeah. Couldn't get it done because of some technical difficulties here at the Boss Ice Arena. They're trying to put the 2 minutes on the board. Ended up getting the beep beep if our mics picked it up. And there we go, 2 minutes on the board for Jade Shabo, the captain and leader of the team in points.
New guy in the box, eh?
That used to be you, huh?
No, I didn't do the scoreboard.
You're just a PA guy?
Yeah.
That one gets knocked down. Trying to keep it alive. Here's a chance. Up in the air, almost trying to poke it in. And another good look, and she scores! Kaylin O'Connor with her 9th goal of the year. Makes it a 2-0 game for SCM.
Yeah,
putting them on top.
Good job there, crashing the net. Looking for that rebound opportunity. It's 4-on-4, so there's a lot of open ice out there. But it's a great job driving the net. Mason struggling to cover that one up. The defensemen don't do a good job clearing out in front, but I was going to say, she tried to get out of the box early, Jade Shabo, but 4-on-4 hockey, she's got to stay in there.
Shabo coming out of the box, but going right back in. What a killer. And here's another chance. It is O'Connor again. That one gets saved and crashing the boards. Was Goff, but couldn't poke it in. But
just a huge swing of events there. South County with the penalty with 2 minutes to go. And then your captain, Jade Shabo, comes around with a body checking penalty that sends her to the box. And the next thing you know, it's in the back of your own net if you're South County. And SCM is going to have a 2-0 lead unless South County puts one in going into the second period on their senior night.
the turn of events is right. I mean, you saw the South County power play was eliminated immediately after 20 seconds, and 13 seconds later, SCM making it a 2-0 game. Final minute of this opening period. It's Buard up ahead. And on the move, it's Samantha Hahn. Hahn trying to get around the edge. And Hahn from behind the net. Second chance there for Osgood. A little bit wide, and great pursuit by Megan Falls trying to get out of there, but 2 white jerseys there, and they get it back. Hahn gets it over to Osgood. From behind the net, trying to wrap around inside the point. Couldn't find Buard, and that one will go all the way down back into the South County zone. Kent. Turn it over. Get it back. Buard turns over again. It's Faria. Nice move as Pompaselli running with her there, and that's an offsides with 8.5 to go.
8.5 seconds here in the first period. So far, this kind of has been all SCM, right?
SCM.
SCM in this first period. They've come out and scored 2 goals, done a good job establishing their game on the road. And South County Storm, I don't know when the last time they lost was, but you can tell they're a little bit discouraged right now, maybe a little bit annoyed that they haven't got their usual scoring chances. Obviously averaging almost 7 goals a game to be held scoreless in the first period. They're going to be a bit frustrated. And we'll see what coach comes up with, what kind of regrouping they can do here in between periods, what type of game planning. Halftime adjustments, you could say, being the football guy you are yourself.
Yeah.
But
I am a big football guy, but now I'm a big girls hockey guy after this first 15 minutes. When we come back, 25 seconds remain on the Shabo penalty. 5 seconds remain on the Lauren Falls penalty. So, 2-0 to score. SCM on top, dominating the first 15. We'll be right back for period number 2 here on Fans Only Sports Network.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
All right, 15 more minutes on the board. Pretty about to begin with SCM leading at 2-0. Still a 4-on-4 for the next 5 seconds, and we'll have 20 seconds for an SCM power play, as they already scored on the 4-on-4 earlier in this sequence, trying to make it 3 goals on the board. As we switch sides.
The ice before the end of the penalty.
Yeah, and she did it again, huh? Here's a chance, a shot. Another great save from Enos, as it was taken by Abrams. And yeah, we have 2 players out on the ice. That'll be too many women on the ice. As Falls came out with about 12 seconds to go on the penalty, and that's just a lack of awareness right there, huh?
It's South County. The South County girl came out too early because they're switched. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they switched sides. Yeah.
Because she thought it was over here.
Those Shabo came out early, yeah. That's her second time doing that tonight. A little bit rusty on senior night.
Refs letting it slide. Very surprising.
You know, it's her senior night. Maybe just being a little bit kind. But, you know, some more commotion just 20 seconds into the period. Now Shabo can come out. And she probably feels relieved about that one. Fight for it along the boards. Rigor. Fighting for it. Ursillo. Pinballs around. And gets it up ahead. Deflected by Lorenko. And staying in the South County zone a lot. They have only lost 2 games in the new year, both to LaSalle, back-to-back matchups. And they kept with LaSalle close. They lost one of them in overtime, 4-3. They lost the first one 3-1, but that's a LaSalle team that is still undefeated on the year. Their one tie was against SCM on December 18th. Face-off coming up in the neutral zone. And it'll be SCM possessing. It's Falls who coming out of the box to begin this second period. Has been nice this year for SCM as a defenseman. 2 goals on the season, and gets it here in the zone and turns it over. And it was sent away by Shabo. And icing against the Storm. But for a team like South County that's averaging almost 7 goals a game this year, you know, being scoreless the first 17 minutes of this one, what does that do to a team that's so potent on offense? You know, struggling to find their rhythm against a team that maybe has found their number in their second matchup of the year so far.
Yeah, you can sense maybe a little bit of frustration from the South County Storm. You got a lot of family here. You got a lot of students here in the crowd. So obviously you want to have the offensive success that you do normally average throughout the year. You want to put on a good show for your family and friends. And so far in this one, they've kind of been shut down. Not even any true scoring chances. You could say the Storm have gotten maybe a couple, like no huge scoring chances I can think of off the top of my head. But so far in this one, you can sense maybe coach has to change little things up defensively, maybe switch up the lines a little, but so far things just aren't connecting offensively for the Storm.
Here's a good pass inside to O'Connor. Couldn't get it to go. This one's tipped. O'Connor's going to send that one off the wall. Ursillo. Frustration in the building. You can feel it a little bit. Charging through was Goff, who scored the first goal of this one. It's a to O'Connor, who scored the second, trying to wrap around the net. Ursillo. Goff into traffic, taken away. Oh, and what a poke by Falls, who has a great chance. O'Connor, nice move, and she scores! Her second of the game, and it's 3-0. Smithfield, Coventry, Moses Brown on top.
Yeah, just a bad defensive zone turnover there by the Storm. This is O'Connor all by herself right on the doorstep. She makes the nice fake to the shot, puts it on her backhand for the easy goal, totally fakes out Mason, and just Mason left out to dry there by the teammates, leaving O'Connor all by herself, and she's going to finish that one a lot of the times. And she's going to put the Storm, the SCM team up 3-0 here on senior night for the Storm.
As that was set up by Megan Falls, who got rid of the absolute breakaway that Juliana Bucci had coming for her. Here's another good chance. That shot gets deflected and will be saved by Mason, as the Flam had a good-looking opportunity there from the left side. But 3-0, and 11 shots on net for each of these two teams. But only one finding the back of the net has been Smithfield, Coventry, Moses Brown. The girls in green coming on the road, having themselves a great first 20 minutes. As
we're going to get another penalty here on Shabo. I think just a roughing call right on the face-off.
Shabo going to the box for the second time tonight. Second time this period, she'll see.
She's going to the other box this time.
Yeah, she's going to switch. Learned her lesson.
She's done with that first box.
Shabo, who's just been captain of this team, the best player on the team, having herself a nightmare sort of senior night so far. Here is Shotgun gets the flooded second chance. From a tough angle, hits behind the net. As Faria couldn't get it anywhere near. Sends it in there, off the ricochet, and a goal. It was shot initially by Lauren Falls and tapping it home. For the goal was Lila Stilley.
Yeah, it was a great point shot there. A beautiful power play setup there from the SCM team. And the point shot gets deflected in front. Mason just never sees it off the screen. And SCM's going to convert once again on the power play and take the commanding 4-0 lead, not even halfway into the second period here.
So second power play goal of the game, where the other one was a 4-on-4, but both times it's been Captain Shabo watching from the box. As Stilley, the freshman, with her third goal of the year, who's had a big impact on this team. Ursillo. Ahead, and it'll be taken away for a sec. Here's a great chance, a shot. Another great save from Enos, as Bucci had probably the best looking shot of the game for the Storm and couldn't get it to go. Bucci has it again down low. Her shot saved again from a tough angle. Sent back into the Storm zone as they can't get anything going in the second period. It was 2-0. Now it's ballooned to 4-0. As 2 goals in the period have made this a little bit out of reach for the Storm, who have not seen a deficit this big all season against any team. This is the most they've trailed in any game this year.
Yeah, we did Prout to me last week. And they kind of had a similar situation, and then Cumberland just came into the building, 2 very evenly matched teams. Cumberland just came into the building and dominated them on their senior night. Took the game 5-0 in that one. So far, this game's kind of reminded me of that with the way the SCM teams come out and dominated this first part of this game and totally taken the Storm They just look deflated on the bench right now a little bit.
You sure do. You know, everyone lunging over the bench right there. And you can mention the NK here tonight after the Prout one, but NK sitting at 1 win in Division 1 this year.
Yes.
A lot of spoiled senior nights here at Boss this year, and for the Storm trying to reverse the tide, they got to do it quickly if they want to have any chance to come back in this one. SCM has it in the offensive zone, and O'Connor trying to get after it for SCM. Going to be poked away nicely and sent off the wall by Katja Keegan. Number 4, Faria is there first for the girls in green. And she gets tripped up at center ice. No call is made as Hahn was the one getting her stick in there to get it back in the offensive zone for the Storm. And big hit along the walls. Maybe the biggest hit you'll see in this game as Osgood laying the stick on O'Connor right there to get the puck back for the Storm. Osgood.
That was a big body check.
That one will go all the way back in the direction of Mason. Who Mason only allowed 1.7 goals a game this year. Has seen 4 fly by her in this first half of the game. Here's Grigor trying to keep it alive. Grigor gets it inside. Now a chance from the top. Here's Buard. A shot whiffed right there for Hahn. Osgood. Hahn wants it. Hahn gets deflected. Great stick from Izzy Tavares. The other way with it now, it's Falls. Lauren Falls, the older Falls. Charging through the zone. Lost the puck. Sent away, but recollected by Camille Ursulo. So goes up in the air, flying high, and finds Megan Falls at center ice. As SCM has really just dominated time possession here in the second period. It looks like South County hasn't really even got a chance to lay up some good shots at all. I mean, just 2 shots in the first 7.5 minutes of this period. Now a break here, 3-on-1. This is what they excel at right now. And that will be a great play, a fantastic play. Another great play from Falls. And Megan Falls putting her body on the line to create some more offense and preserve this shutout in the game's first 22, 23 minutes. And wow, what a play. We saw her set up the other goal earlier, the last one for Lila Stilley. And the sophomore getting active here in this one.
Guy's just having a little conversation with the coach there. I was trying to listen in.
I was going to say, are you good, bro? You're kind of mute for a sec.
I was trying to listen in to what he was saying. 'Cause I was curious what, if anything, what he was. It seems like Stripes went up to him. Usually it's coach asking the ref to come over for a conversation, but looked like a friendly conversation, which is very rare between referee and coach.
Sure did. I mean, I didn't see him. I'm going to take your word for it, though, at least. That one's going to go up in the air, and Bucci will track it down. Nice pass. Inside, working it up the middle to Abrams as she couldn't collect the pass from Emily Grigor. And South County just struggling to get by this SCM defense whatsoever. As Faria gets it away nicely again for SCM. They always play The Show Goes On here at Boss, I feel like. You know, my favorite song, one of them gets me kind of lit, especially on a Wednesday night like tonight. Nothing like doing some midweek hockey, for sure. Especially since all of our games are mostly on the weekend here at Fans Only Sports. This game brought to you by all of our great sponsors, including the Precision Home Lending at ddphl.com, by the LaPointe Insurance Agency serving New England at lapointeins.com, by Joseph Lamy, attorney at law. It's Lamy. You can go to his website at josephLamy.com. Great lawyer, great guy. By Remax, the Alba Group. For any questions buying or selling your home, if you're looking some real estate, check them out. And by our very own RR Elite Crew. It's Be Seen by sign up today if you are a high school athlete looking to play at the next level. Here's a shot, a ripper over the top by Shabo, who's been a little bit inactive since for a couple of penalties, trying to get back to work here. And once again, another great swarm by SCM to get that puck away.
Yeah,
Still in the offensive zone for the
Shabo
Storm.
Hahn kind of with 21.
Great move, a shot, second chance, and a third chance. That one scores for Samantha Hahn, who finally puts the Storm on the board.
I was just about to say, Shabo and Hahn, you kind of got to look to them in this one. Both shared, I mean, they each shared the team lead about 10 seconds ago. With 21 goals apiece, Hahn getting her 22nd right there. But two top scorers in this state, and to be shut out through 2 periods is very hard for those 2 girls. Averaging over a goal a game early on in this, well, not early on, almost through with this season. And so you look to them, and Hahn cashes in for the Storm to cut into this lead and kind of get some momentum on their side. Another goal here before the end of the second period would be huge for the Storm.
So like you mentioned, Cam Hahn with her 22nd goal of the year. Another goal here. I mean, like you always say, most dangerous lead in hockey is 2 goals. And with 2 unanswered for the Storm would be very momentous entering the final 15. Here's Goff. Makes a nice move. Kira Goff getting free. That shot gets deflected by the leg of Katja Keegan. And deflected again by Gregor. Still, we want another shot there, who scored earlier. Here's a shot off the face of Mason, it looked like, taken by Ashley Brousseau at the points. And Mason's got to hang in tall if she wants to give her team any chance to win this game. But so is her defense, who has struggled to keep this puck out of their own zone.
Yeah, it's tough for Mason here. She's faced with a lot of pressure. If the Storm want to have any chance coming back with this one, she has to nearly be perfect the rest of the way to kind of keep the SCM team at 4 goals to make this a realistic chance for the Storm to come back and get some points out of this one.
Face off here with 3:48 to go before Mr. Zamboni comes out. And taken away, here's a great chance for Samantha Hahn. Hahn trying to get around the corner. Hahn got it saved again by Enos. That was a tough angle, but the pursuit and the speed from Samantha Hahn showing, well, she's one of the best players on this team. Only a sophomore, too.
Yeah, good defensive play, though, by the SCM defender to keep Hahn to the outside, kind of almost going stride for stride with the speedy Hahn right there. And keeps that one out of the net and keeps the 3-goal SCM lead.
Falls gets it up ahead to Riggin, who lost the puck, fighting for it here, and gets it up and out of the way, but right back to the Storm, highlighted by Eva Bouillard. As Bouillard gets that one off the wall, Ursulo gets it out of the way. But as crazy as this sounds, the Storm actually out-shooting SCM 14-12 on net. But what a game it's been by Abby Enos, who's only allowed in 1 shot out of those 14 and is having herself a, maybe a career game, the sophomore, in a situation like this. Fighting for positioning. But if both these teams win round 1 in the 16 playoff bracket, is more than likely they're going to fight. They're going to face off in the second round, especially with LaSalle already having clinched that first seed. But first round bye, I mean, it's huge.
Do you know where the semifinal is?
I believe it's at Schneider. I looked at it today. Schneider Arena at Providence College. That is where the championship game is too, as well, for boys ice hockey. I think most of the boys' semifinals is not there. I'll have to double check that after the game. As Storm making some noise now in the zone, but Bucci lost the puck. Taken away. Here's a chance for Abrams, and Enos get on top of it. Couldn't get a clean shot on that one. With just over 2 minutes to go in this second period.
Well, the ice is sort of tilted, you could say, into the favor of the Storm. Ever since that first goal, you can sense some momentum. Girls are buzzing on the bench, kind of starting to get going a little more as I see a Mount Hope hat down low. But definitely the Storm here looking to cash in on this opportunity.
I see that Mount Hope hat, huh? Down below. Cam's alma mater.
My coach might be here. I'm not going to say what's up.
I was going to say what's up to your boy. As Bucci going to hit that one off the wall. Coming around the edge, trying to get it is Abrams. Runs into a couple of green jerseys. 90 seconds remaining in this second period. Kent trying to get that out of trouble. Instead it finds Samantha Hahn, the difference maker so far for the Storm. That one will be saved again by Enos. And if they want to have a real chance, the Storm, they got to get one on the board right here in the next minute. Keeping it in the zone. Tao trying to get it away. Instead, goes right to Bouard.
SCM kind of looks a bit gassed here on this shift. As there they go. They're just going to ice this one down the ice. It's on net. So the icing is waved off.
That one did find Mason. They kept it alive and going back the other way now is the Storm again. Trying to pick up the rhythm for a team that, like we've mentioned several times, highest scoring team, not named LaSalle, with 107 goals on the year. Trying to squeeze through. It's O'Connor, who scored twice tonight. O'Connor leaves it for Falls, who turns it over. Final 15 seconds here from the Boss Ice Arena. As Osgood can't chase after it. Avedijan turns it over, takes a shot, or tried to at least at the buzzer, but it won't beat it, nor will it get on target. It's a 4-1 game. SCM with 2 early goals in the period. South County answered back late in the frame, but it's been all Smithfield, Coventry, Moses Brown here in the first 30 minutes of this one, as they've been cruising so far here tonight. But let's be right back for the final 15 minutes of this matchup on Fans Only Sports Network, as SCM trying to close it out here from the Boss Ice Arena. We'll be right back.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted.
All right, final 15 to go. Here from the Boss Ice Arena is the South County Storm trailing Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown by a score of 4-1. I mean, this has been disastrous for the Storm. Got a quick goal at the end in the second period by Samantha Hahn to make it a 3-goal deficit, but it's been all SCM. There's a good chance. Got tripped up by Kent as Megan Falls tried to get it in there. Couldn't get the shot on net. Half a minute into this final period. The South County Storm, you know, they have only lost 2 games all year. Both were to LaSalle, who sits atop the table in the league, and that's at the beginning of February, both those games. It's been sent back all the way down Isenco against SCM. This game brought to you by our great sponsors, by Precision Home Lending at ddphl.com, by the LaPlante Insurance Agency serving New England at laplantins.com, by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, that's josephlammy.com, LAMY, by the Remax Alva Group for buying and selling homes. Second chance on the shot. It should get in, and by our very own our elite recruits with access to 6,000 coaches. You see my second tape, you are a high school athlete looking to be seen at the next level. Minute and a half into this final period, SCM trying to get it out of the zone. South County Storm, I mean, this is a team that averages 6.8 goals this year, and they're not going to go away with that one taken away momentarily by Riggin. We've had 2 power play goals on the game for Smithfield Coventry Moses Brown. They really changed the tie of this one. As this one will go up ahead. Back into the offensive zone, but taken away by Quinn Faria. Gets it up to Riggin, who lost the puck. On the near side. Sent out by Lauren Falls. Osgood leaves it for Moffitt. Couldn't do anything with it there. Here's a chance for Osgood inside. Another good look, and a score for Moffitt. And don't go away yet. South County Storm still alive, as it's the sophomore Mia Moffitt punching home the deflection. And, you know, Cam Rancourt back with us. It's a 2-goal lead, and this might get dangerous.
Yes, I'm back. Ready to roll here in this third period. And just like that, we got the worst lead in hockey as soon as I show up.
How was your talk with Coach?
It's good.
Seeing your old coach?
Legend.
Same Biasami or something?
Yes.
How do you, is that, did I say it right?
What'd you say?
It's like Biasami or something?
DiBiase.
DiBiase. Coach from Mount Hope. They're playing next year. We don't have that game on Fans Only Sports, but I have to watch a couple minutes of that one. Cross-ice pass to Bouard. Couldn't get it down. And the Storm, I mean, lack of a better term, they're storming back in this one with back-to-back goals. And Moffitt, not known for being a goal scorer, punches it home. The sophomore. Here's Pompaselli putting it back into the offensive zone, but taken away by South County. And a great play from Hahn to get it back. And Hahn tripping up. Alyssa Di Maria, and no call made on that one. Hit her from the blind side almost.
The ref went to throw his arm up, went halfway up, and then put it back down right away, because I think he thought the other guy was going to call it. And then he just didn't make the call. It was crazy officiating there.
Sure was. And we saw that back in our flag football game earlier in the year on a PI at the end of the game. I was trying to find Cam in the end zone, and one ref thought the other ref would call it. No call was made in a similar situation right there. Trying to get dive into our personal lives a little bit. Get to know us outside the booth. But, yeah, no call made, and some very questionable officiating right there. And I'm sure the home crowd not going to complain about that one. SCM trying to put this one away. A goal here would put them in very good position to do so, but it's the Storm with some numbers going up the ice. It is Bucci. Juliana Bucci gets it over to Abrams, and she lost it. Gets it back on the pass from Katja Keegan. And sent away beautifully right there by Lorenko. Avedisian off the wall, cross-ice pass to Katja Keegan. How about those two names right there? O'Connor trying to fight for it, but not before McCarthy can get it first. And now it's trapped in the corner. Goff comes out of the pile with it for SCM. She scored on this net earlier and couldn't get it cleanly from Faria on the delivery there. From behind the net, O'Connor's going to chase after it. A foot race with Avedisian, gets it first. O'Connor, nice move over to Faria at the top. Faria wants to send it in there. That's a good save. And a good play to avoid the second chance by Gregor, but now SCM will reset. McCarthy got deflected off her, and up ahead, it's Gregor. The Storm with some good momentum from their home crowd base. Getting a little bit rowdy. First time we've really heard them audible with our headsets on today, as we're over 5 minutes to go into this final period. They need a goal quick if they want to have a chance. It's Hahn. Or excuse me, it's actually Kent. And this one goes the opposite direction as it's Bouard trying to chase after him. Not before icing is called with 9:23 to go here in this one. So we've only seen 30 total shots on net today. 6 goals combined between the two teams. 4 straight to start the game for SCM, and the last 2 by South County. And yeah, we have a game again. Here's a shot saying in there. Ricochet won't go for Osgood, and coming out of the pile, it's Guile. That was a great chance for the Storm to get 3 in a row. but it's Kent. Got deflected, taken away for a sec by Riggin, and now he'll get it back. No call was made, and a couple of questionable calls or no calls in the last couple of minutes. And here's a nice pass delivered by Shaba up ahead to Osgood, and she lost it. You hear the displeasure from the crowd right there as Ursulo takes it a shot, got on target off the stick of Mason. Mason gonna save another one right there. Gotta get out of harm's way, and they do. It's Hahn, a 3-on-2 now, and off the stick of Osgood, couldn't get it cleanly. So chase after it first, but not before Ursulo can get after it and send it backwards. 8 minutes remain. South County needs a goal bad. It's a team that, might remind you, has won their last 4 games since they've lost to LaSalle in those back-to-back contests by a combined margin of 31-4. They've allowed 4 tonight here at home on their senior night, taken away by Pompaselli. As she halted the charge into the zone right there by the Storm.
Yeah, I guess the South County Storm just wanted to write a great story here on senior night as they decided to face some adversity, dropping down early 4-0, and they're going to look to take this lead and go
as
home.
Bucci on the other end got her pocket picked by Lauren Foles. I've seen a lot of that tonight, but yeah, this senior night, South County, like you were saying, I mean, not going up to par, not what they planned it out to be, and it's been a very one-sided affair all night. So be off the wall. Tracked down by Bouard. Moffitt. Off her skate. Under 7 to go. They need one very quickly. Moffitt, who scored the last one. Nice pass. Oh, and McCarthy couldn't get there. Bouard will get there first, though. Bouard turns it over. Gets it back. Off the skate of Shabo. Going to go after it. Here's Osgood. A fight for it with Megan Falls. And Megan Falls has had a tremendous game defensively. Another great play right there to get it back for SCM. This one sent in there and will be deflected. Shabo has it. The captain of this team. She's pointless tonight. I'm sure she hasn't had a game with no points all season. Coming into this one with 38 on the year. And a great chance for her right now. And Megan Falls again. No, it's actually Ursula with a great save. Here's a chance for Hahn. Save, second chance, rebound, and score for Emily Gregor. And South County with 3 straight to make it a 1-goal game. And Enos cannot believe what she's seeing in the net right now. As it actually was Shabo who scored. I think it was Gregor who got the tip in, but I'll have to rewatch that. I know Shabo led the line right there.
Yeah, they were definitely battling there out in front. I'm not sure if it was Shabo or Osgood, but either way, you make this a 1-goal game. All the momentum on the side of the Storm. And we got ourselves a 1-goal hockey game with 6 minutes left in the third. The Storm have worked hard to make this a 1-goal game. And they're going to look to keep this. And like I said, they changed the goalie. I don't know if you said that early in this, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, Veronica Sabatino in the game to begin this third period, and it is her senior night as well. Getting some action. Here's a chance. Slicing through is Kira Goff, trying to put it away almost, but taken away nicely by Bucci, who lost it. Up ahead, trying to get back into the offensive zone. Farr, you're going to recollect at center ice. But what a comeback. And, you mentioned the 2-goal lead being very dangerous. We always do when we're together, Cam, on the air. But how about that 4-goal lead? I mean, it's looking pretty foul right now as well. And the Storm with nothing short of all the momentum up to this point in the game. Final 5 minutes from the Boss Ice Arena. Here's Kent. Hahn got her pocket picked. by Lauren Falls. Falls. Thought she got hooked. As this one's still alive, and it'll be tracked down by Mackenzie McCarthy, the sophomore. McCarthy.
How about a little overtime hockey on a Wednesday night, Timmy?
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I actually want to see it. I mean, not to be biased or anything, but I've had an OT game in so long. I think it's been over a year.
I missed one by a minute and a half today.
I don't think I've had one in hockey at all this year. Most of them have been blowouts. I think my last one was lacrosse. Here's a chance bar. Shabo got deflected by Ursula off her back. And almost had the equalizer right there. Other direction now, it is O'Connor. O'Connor couldn't keep control of the puck. Kent has it. Final 200. Here from Boss. Storm got to get on the board if they want to keep playing and try to put themselves in better position for that first round bye. 3:14 to go, an icing call against the Storm. But like I mentioned earlier, these two teams will meet again Friday in Smithfield in what will be an excellent game, hopefully. Anything like this should be good. Oh, it was a great chance. Trying to get in there was Tavares, and going the other direction with it now. It is Abrams, Peyton Abrams, trying to get through. Nice move. Abrams got tripped up, maybe. Stays on her feet. Abrams behind the net, lost the puck. Still alive. A chance in front of the net. They had bodies all over there, and it's Gregor with it. Nice pass inside. Oh, and Gregor couldn't get her stick on it. She just couldn't get it. And it was right there at the point. Another icing will be called against SCM, which is big for South County, who has just owned the last period. You know, dating back to the end of the second period, they have scored 3 goals. They've only allowed 3 shots on net. And they are getting there. Some of these home crowd members on their feet. It's Bouward off the wall, finding Osgood. Osgood around the net. Osgood gets it over to Bouward, and she can't get it. Pinballs all the way back over to Mason, who keeps it alive. Kent. Cheeky pass up in the air. Taken away. Here's a chance for Papacelli, and too tall. As she's trying to rip that one in. Here's the numbers here, but chasing after it first was Ursula, who's been everywhere set defensively under 2 minutes ago here from Boss Ice Arena. Papacelli's shot deflected. Second chance won't go for Di Maria. Ursula try to get in there, and a good defensive play by Bouward. 90 seconds remain. Can the South County Storm tie it up? This one goes up in the air, and the way the puck has been loose all game, it's a possibility they get a lucky bounce and get a fast break. Here's Kent. Too much on the pass. And sending that one back in the offensive zone. Falls. This one's off the wall. 60 seconds left to go in this one. Smithfield doing a great job keeping it in their offensive zone. Not giving any chances to South County. We've seen no penalties so far in this third period. No power plays. It looks like SCM was on right there, and chasing after it hard was Bucci. Bucci couldn't keep it. The puck with her. Falls has it instead. Megan Falls trying to slice her. Can't lose that puck. And turned over for a sack. But it's going to go back to Enos. 20 seconds to just over on the clock. Here's a chance, turnover, a shot, and a great save from Eno, second chance, and she's hanging in there big. As Abrams couldn't poke it either. First shot saved by Hahn, who almost had her second goal. Here it is again, Hahn inside, shot, saved again. As Bucci couldn't poke it in, and with 5 seconds to go, the clock will stop with an icing call. But what a defensive stand from the SCM team with 5.0 seconds left. Timeout will be called by South County, but wow. You don't get good innings like that, huh? Or I'm still not over yet.
You are definitely bringing the energy here, Tim.
Cam's headset piece falling out.
But yeah, we got 5 seconds to go here in this one. Looking for South County. Coach is drawing something up on the whiteboard right now. But if you're SCM, you kind of just want to sit on the puck, right? Block the shots in front of the net. Just win this face-off and the game's over. But do all you can to get bodies in front, but you still want to make sure you want to let your goalie see it. Goalie, you want to watch your rebound control. No big juicy rebounds, but you only got 5 seconds. So if you get it, clear it right out, right?
Yeah, gotta get rid of that. Absolutely, but if you're SCM, but what a march it's been for the Storm. You know, coming back from 4-0 deficit with a chance to tie it up here with 5 ticks to go. You gotta win the face-off first if they want any legit chance to do it. Drawing up a play, calling the timeout, empty net.
This would be a great senior night story for these girls if they could pull off this miraculous goal here to tie this one up.
They get it. Here's a pass inside, and it was not there from Avadishan, and that is going to end it. Smithfield, Coventry, Moses Brown, the co-op squad coming in and beating the South County co-op squad, who had previously lost no games to public schools this season. Smithfield comes in and spoils their senior night, and what a contest that was. I mean, it was a game of two tales, and we saw SCM really come out and dominate the first 25 or so minutes, but South County showing why they are the best public school team in the state. Well, actually, not anymore, with Smithfield taking that game-and-a-half lead over South County for number 2 in the league. But what a contest that one is. South County, they fought back, 3 goals unanswered at the very end. Almost had a chance to tie it up right there. But wow, yes. Not many games better than that right there.
Yeah, South County kind of finding their game with 3 unanswered goals there at the end, but just clearly too little, too late on their senior night. They got to bring it for the full 45 minutes instead of the back 15. And South County's going to walk out of here with a tough loss, but something to work on, something to think about until their game on Friday night, where they get an opportunity to do what SCM just did to them and try to spoil their senior night right back at them. Sure do, as these two teams, like I said, will meet again Friday in Smithfield. Updated standings, South County Storm falling to 9-3-2 on the year, 1-1 in that last 2. But Smithfield Coventry 10-2-2 on the year. Those last 2 both ties they end up being, and they win their 10th game of the year in superb fashion. So, Tim Duffy, Cam Rancor, and our cameraman Jack McSweeney signing off. Shout out to our sponsors, Perino Properties, RR Elite Recruits, Remax the Alba Group, Joe Salami, Attorney at Law, LaPointe Insurance Agency, serving New England, and I'm missing one, and Precision Home Lending. See you guys all next time, as Smithfield, Coventry, Moses Brown winning it in the first of 2 matchups this week with the South County Storm 4-3 here at the